Let's face it, you've been distracted and unable to focus on the task at hand at some point in your life. Social media, TV advertisements, billboards, or background noise, you name it. There are numerous distractions in life. That's why it's critical to find ways to avoid these distractions to be able to focus on your work. Focus is crucial in the accomplishment of any task. And nowadays, it's becoming increasingly difficult to focus on one thing at a time. We constantly jump from one thing to another in the hopes of getting more done, and multitasking has become the new normal, which doesn't have to be that way. The crazy thing is, distraction is practically at your fingertips even at quiet periods. There are some excellent methods that you can use to become more focused and avoid distraction. In this video, we'll look at some of them. Now, make sure you watch the full video because I'll be giving you 10 techniques to train your mind to avoid being distracted. Let's get started. Number 10. Have a well thought out strategy. If you want to be focused, the first step is to make sure you have a clear action plan for what you'll be focusing on and devoting time for. While focused work is beneficial, if you don't have a plan, you'll most certainly waste the majority of your time. Make sure that the tasks you're planning to work on are actionable tasks rather than broad things to do. This is because tasks can become distractions, and if this happens, you won't be able to get any work done. Make use of a to-do list. Making lists is a proven way to stay on track, whether it's integrated into your smartphone, a daily planner, or in an app. An electronic to-do list can be easily shared between your devices if you're working on a project. If you have 3 things you want to do during your deep work slot, prioritize them so you know what you'll do first, second, and third. Number 9. Pick the best environment. Because our surroundings have such a strong influence on us, you must be selective in where and how you plan your focused work. Consider your home area, where there are several things that can distract you, such as the need to make cereal or clean something up on the spur of the moment. This is why it's essential to avoid distractions. Most of your work could be done in a library, co-working space, or neighborhood coffee shop because you're in a new atmosphere and can focus solely on a task in front of you. Before we go further, be sure to subscribe to the channel and to check in the description my best recommendation for helping your mindset to reach success. Number 8. Plan your day in line with your energy levels. If you're a morning person, your most productive period of the day is early morning until about midday. If you try to work in the evening, you'll find it much more challenging to stay focused, and your production will suffer. We all have internal body clocks that regulate our energy cycles and define our energy levels throughout the day. Working against them will naturally cause you to struggle with attention, concentration, and productivity. If you're more energetic in the evenings, don't try to get up at 5 a.m. to get some focused work done. Instead, sleep in and work on creative projects later. Number 7. Social media should be silenced. In our digital age, 2 main distractions probably account for 90% of all our distractions: smartphones and social media. The major issue is that we use these tools for work on a daily basis, so we fall into the trap of overusing them. For our smartphones, it's important to start using Do Not Disturb mode, or even better, if you can leave it in airplane mode. Blocking email usage is considerably more difficult because you'll most likely need your computer to complete whatever task you need to do. To avoid checking your email while working, you can install side blocks that limit access to your email at particular hours. You probably find it difficult to go more than a few hours without checking Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok, as do the majority of us. Simply putting your phone away for a period of time, or at the very least, turning off notifications, can help you gain hours of productivity and concentration. Keep a close check on your routines. Determine what's causing you to be distracted. Maybe your television, laptop, or refrigerator is interfering with your ability to concentrate completely on the task at hand. Once you've found the source, you may deal with getting rid of it while working. Number 6. Put on your headphones. Headphones are no longer merely for listening to music. they may also be used to cancel out noise. Today's technology can produce a listening experience that is comparable to soundproofing walls. With built-in microphones on many headsets, you can be seen and heard without interference. If you're attempting to listen to a presentation or a video conference call, headphones can make all the difference while trying to focus on what's being said. You can also use them to write study notes for class or simply listen to your favorite tracks or podcasts to motivate you to remain on track. Whatever your approach, headphones are an excellent way to keep the unnecessary noise out and the productivity in. Number 5. Keep your objectives in mind. We try to remain attentive in the first place to work on things that'll help us reach our objectives. Therefore, thinking about your goals can help you stay more concentrated and motivated when you have to work on crucial tasks that take all of your energy. You should also use your goals when making weekly plans to check that the things you're planning for align with your objectives. Number 4. Start with the most challenging task first. Start by working on the hardest task first. When you start, you'll always have the most energy, and as you work, that energy will be reducing over time. To take advantage of it, it's important that you always start to work on the most challenging task first, and once that's completed, then you can continue with everything else. Number 3. Schedule distractions and take breaks. Distractions will occur regardless of how well you plan for them, so scheduling them is a fantastic way to deal with them. It's tempting to treat your job as if it were the most important thing in the world, but you also need to maintain a sense of balance in your life. Your brain in particular requires downtime and recuperation. And if you're working too hard, you'll find it more difficult to avoid distractions. When you're fatigued or overworked, your brain will use distractions to obtain more rest, which is why it's critical to get enough sleep every night to wake up feeling refreshed and ready to go. You also need frequent breaks in between periods of intense work, and scheduling them into your calendar is an excellent way to avoid being frustrated or stressed. Suppose you plan to work from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., schedule 1 or 2 breaks for distractions such as checking email or social media. This will help you stay focused because your brain will know that your desire and cravings for distractions will be satisfied. Just keep it under control and set a timer for when you need to return to your important stuff. This is a technique in which you search for specific types of distractions. These breaks should be brief and low-key, and they should be something that relaxes you enough to help you psychologically prepare to return to work without veering too far from your original path. Number 2. Munch on energy-boosting snacks. You may be familiar with the term brain food. Several studies have demonstrated that certain foods can provide a jolt of energy while also improving brain function. When trying to prevent distractions, staring at a computer or textbook for an extended period of time can create eye strain and brain tiredness. Having a healthy energy-boosting snack nearby can be a lifesaver. It's better to keep items on hand that don't take much preparation and aren't messy. Here are a few suggestions: tangerines, sweets made of green tea, hard-boiled eggs, yogurt with peanut butter, blueberries, pumpkin seeds, avocado, coconut oil, kale chips, and spinach. So many options to choose from. Just pick one that works for you. And the final strategy of staying more focused is to: Number 1. Try meditation. Meditation's health benefits are becoming increasingly evident. It's understandable, given that having time to decompress, de-stress, and rest is an essential component of living a healthy lifestyle. Setting aside time each day for concentrated breathing and mindfulness, on the other hand, is a terrific strategy to lessen the influence of noise and distractions. You'll be better able to ignore or limit noise around you, have a more calm and happy attitude, and keep your thoughts focused on the key things in your daily life with a clear head and renewed focus that meditation can help you attain. That's it for our tips on how to avoid distractions and stay focused. Now it's your turn. Do you find yourself becoming distracted when working or studying on a regular basis? If that's the case, how do you usually handle these temptations? If you have a response to these questions, please post a comment below and tell us about your distraction experience. I hope you enjoyed this video and that these tips help you stay focused on the job at hand by avoiding distractions. Thanks for watching!